Hello, beloved. I want to thank you so much for coming back to my channel today. If today is your first time, I do want to welcome you. On today's episode, we will be taking it step by step as usual. I hope that you will enjoy the making today. May God richly bless you, and remember that life without Jesus Christ is lifeless. Until next time, please keep watching. Hello, beloved. I want to thank you so much for coming back to my channel today. If today is your first time, I do want to welcome you. On today's episode, I'm going to show you how I baked my catfish. And this is typically common when you go to African stores or African supermarket. You find very nice, delicious smoked catfish. Unfortunately for me, I don't have something to smoke it, but I do have an oven to bake it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to mimic what is bought in most African stores. So to do that, the first thing we want to do is to wash the catfish and then take out all the guts. As you can see, mine has already been taken off. I have also washed it with a little bit of vinegar, and this is the vinegar that I used. Okay, you can use about 2 tablespoons to rub it on it to get rid of all the sliminess, because catfish is very slimy. Okay, so after doing that, the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to need my salt, and here I have about 2 tablespoons of salt, and here I'm going to use a little bit of palm oil, and I'll say a tablespoon of that. Okay, so I'm going to use the salt to season the catfish, and then the palm oil will be rubbed all over the catfish to give it that beautiful, nice, darker color. You know, whenever you see them at the grocery stores, they are really crisp and they are dark and flavorful. So that dark color with that crispiness comes from the palm oil. Also, when you find them, typically they are bent into two and secured with a skewer. So this is my skewer. Once I have finished seasoning it, I'm going to bend it into two and use the skewer to secure it so it doesn't come flat. If it doesn't work that way, we just bake it flat. Okay. All right, so here I have my cooling rack inside my tray with a little bit of foil paper, and that is where we'll be doing the baking. I'm going to bake it at 315 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't want it to burn. I just want it to dry up and to bake very nicely. So if you are interested, please stay tuned, and we are going to take it step by step as usual. May God richly bless you, and let's get started. So here I'm just going to go ahead and then season the catfish. I'm going to use my salt. Let's go ahead and rub it around the catfish. Make sure you put some in the cavities or the inside of the catfish, because you want to make sure the whole fish is flavorful. Okay. Normally the catfish are very expensive. You'll find a little bit of smoked catfish. It will cost you about $13 when you go to the African stores to buy them. So why not make them on your own? It might not look as smoked, as perfect as the one in the store, but at least you can do your best and then mimic what is being sold in the African store. So the next thing I'll be doing is I'm going to go ahead and rub the palm oil on it. Okay, make sure that you rub a little bit oil on your rack also, so it doesn't get sticky on it, but you want to rub a little bit of the palm oil on it. I have my oven on and I have it at 315 degrees Fahrenheit. We want to bake it until it's dry. So what I'll be doing right now is I'm going to bend it and see if I can secure it with the skewer. If it doesn't work out for us, that is okay. We'll just bake it flat. There's nothing wrong with that too, okay? We just want to mimic what we normally see in the African store when we go to buy our catfish. So what I'll be doing now is I'm going to make a little bit of incision right here to see if I can stick the skewer in there. Okay. All right. So right now this is how our catfish looks like. I managed to put 2 skewers to make it look very similar to what we see in our African grocery stores. So let's go ahead and rub a little bit of the palm oil on it, okay, before I put it on the tray and then put it in the oven. I think she looks beautiful just the way she is. Okay. So just go ahead and rub the oil all around it. I'm going to bake it until it's dry enough for me, okay? Not everybody wants it so dry, okay? But I want to mimic what I see or I buy from the African stores. Normally it's smoked, so it comes out very, very dry. And it's perfect for soup, stews, whatever, okay? So it looks good enough for me. Right now, I'm just going to go ahead and transfer it to the tray. Just like that. It looks like. She looks absolutely beautiful. So let's go ahead and bake it until it gets to the dryness that I'm looking for. Hi everyone, so this is the catfish. It has been baking for about 2.5 hours right now, and this is how it's looking like. So I want it to be really dry, okay? So I'm just gonna leave it in until it gets to the dryness of my choice, but in the meantime it's baking very beautifully. So I just wanted to show you how it's looking after 2.5 hours. So when it gets to the dryness of my choice, I'll bring it out and show it to you as to how it's looking like, okay? So this is it. Hello beloved, I want to thank you so much for staying tuned and learning how to make my smoked catfish recipe, okay? So this is how it's looking like right now. I baked it for about 5.5 hours and it's pretty dry for me right now. So this is to my liking, okay? See how dry it is? This is how dry the fish is right now. So if you want your baked catfish to be drier than mine, then I guess you can leave it longer in the oven, okay? But this is just perfect for me. So this is how it looks like. It looks pretty good. So instead of spending about $30 for this amount of catfish or smoked catfish from the African grocery store, I guess you can make your own and use it and save all that money. I think about this size, it will probably cost you about $40. Smoked catfish are very expensive. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for staying tuned. Please do not forget to share this recipe with a friend or loved one. Also, please go ahead and like it and subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you click the notification button so you'll be able to get my videos anytime I upload them. Once again, may God richly bless you. Thank you so much for staying tuned. May God richly bless you once again. Catfish baking recipe. Bye for now.